AJ Styles, the Styles Clash, and Lionheart, who is an indie wrestler who competes over in the UK. He had his neck broken earlier this year taking the Styles Clash the wrong way in a match with AJ when AJ came over there. And there have been some crosswords between them, some tension. I mean, AJ made some comments that were kind of disrespectful towards Lionheart in a podcast interview he did many months ago with Chris Jericho, and then Lionheart responded. It was a whole thing. But Lionheart went on his Facebook this week and posted a very long, respectful plea to AJ Styles for him to please stop using the Styles Clash, because a lot of people have now been hurt by the move. Yoshitatsu, most recently, over in New Japan, he broke his neck. Found out he had 2 broken bones in his neck after taking a Styles Clash the wrong way. I saw footage of that match. If you search hard enough for it online, you'll find it. It's disgusting. I mean, it was a disgusting bump. So he broke his neck, and apparently he also came very close to being paralyzed. So that was a very serious situation. Lionheart, I mentioned him earlier this year. He broke his neck taking the move. Roderick Strong in a match in Ring of Honor. It was at one of the ROH TV tapings. And Roderick Strong is a very experienced performer. He took the move the wrong way. It seemed like it was his fault. He took the move the wrong way. Didn't break his neck, thank God, but he kind of rung his bell. It could have been a lot worse than it was. I just got a message from somebody earlier today, and I hadn't heard about this. I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody mentioned to me that apparently this week, in another match over in New Japan, that Satoshi Kojima may have been injured taking the Styles Clash from AJ Styles. Again, I'm just hearing that from one person. I don't know if that's true. But now there's been, with or without Kojima on that list, there's a list of at least 3 or 4 different people this year alone who have been hurt, some cases very seriously hurt, taking the Styles Clash. I almost vaguely remember answering a question or addressing this a few months ago on the Sound Off. And I think at that time I didn't like the idea like AJ should just stop using the move, because AJ has used this move for years. He's been using this move for over a decade. And in a lot of cases, if somebody takes the move wrong, from what I understand, I'm not a wrestler, but from what I understand and hearing other wrestlers talk about it, it usually is the fault of the person. They should know whether to tuck their head, don't tuck their head. There's a way to take that move the right way, and there's a stupid way to take that move. And at least some people have taken that move very stupidly. That's not AJ's fault. However, if you have 3, 4, 5 different people in the span of just this year alone who are getting very seriously injured taking this move, it is a dangerous maneuver. Something is going on. I don't know if it has anything to do with AJ Styles now. As he gets older now, he's doing... I mean, I don't know why he would be doing anything different. It's hard for me to reconcile what exactly is going on here. I don't like the idea of banning moves. And it's not WWE. AJ works in a lot of different places. It's not like they can just universally ban this wrestling move. I mean, I guess New Japan or Ring of Honor could come to him if they wanted to and say, listen, don't use that move anymore. But I'm not a fan of that. I don't think the move should be banned. I think if AJ is in there with somebody that he's comfortable with and the opponent is comfortable with him using that move, they should be free to use that move, because he's used it now for over a decade, and I bet if you look at the body of his career, very few people have been hurt by this move. But clearly there's something in the drinking water here. Something's going on. So if I'm an AJ Styles, I am at least open to the idea of coming up with a different finish, because we are talking people's health here. And there's at least some people who are, against his using the move. It's a dangerous move. Again, I think it's really only dangerous if you take it the wrong way. I'll give you my personal opinion. I've never been a fan of the move. Just me talking. I've never seen what was so devastating about it. It doesn't, it looks okay. There's nothing overly devastating to me about the Styles Clash and how it looks when you do it. It's almost like the guy is taking a belly flop in the middle of the ring. What's so bad about that? That's just my personal opinion. I never thought the move was anything special. So personally, if he comes up with a different finish, fine with me. I don't have any sort of allegiance to the move. And maybe he should. Maybe he should at least look into coming up and start using another finish, getting it over. He's got another move, the calf killer, which is a brutal submission if you actually apply that to somebody. Maybe use the calf killer more often and really try to get that over as a vicious, dangerous finish, and save the Styles Clash only for big-time matches, or maybe save it only for people that he's comfortable in the ring with and that somebody is comfortable taking it. But I don't think banning the move or requiring him to not use it anymore is the answer. I think that's the wrong thing to do. But clearly there's something going on here. I'm not quite sure what it is. But maybe just having another move on hand would be a wise move on his part.